Hey guys, it's Brenton. Um, so I'm actually not going to be doing the dysphoria video today, mostly because something else has come to front that has just kind of really captivated my attention, that I feel the need to address or document, or however you want to take this right now, because um, there's just a whole lot going on. And from an outsider's perspective, you know, I know for me personally, like when I was watching transgender videos from like, oh look at their 1 month, their 2 month, their 3 month, oh look at their year video, it seems that things have just gone very smoothly. And you know what? I'm gonna be real, because that is not the case. Things are far from smooth, and this is a very difficult thing for us transgender guys to be going through, especially with family. And that's what I'm going to address today, is just being transgender with family. As a lot of you know, I am a bartender at a local brew pub here in my small tiny little town, and we are one of two different brew pubs that makes our own beer within our community. And so yeah, we're very much liked, and I deal with a lot of regulars every day. That's fine, you know what? And I'm in this town where a lot of people are right-wing, conservationalist, extreme, but you know what? They can get past the point, and a lot of them are calling me Brenton, and they're respecting my wishes. They are going out of their way to try and make me comfortable, which in turn makes me make them feel more comfortable, and we just have a great time. Okay. Case in point, family is not going to be like that. And I don't mean to be this huge downer upon a lot of you guys that are thinking about transitioning or coming out to your family, but I also want to be real and let you know that things are not going to go smoothly. Things are not going to be easy. And I guess this is coming from, well, I had my birthday last Sunday, April 2nd. Turned 25 years old. And usually my family is just very, yes, let's do something, let's go out, let's celebrate, let's do presents and dessert, and what do you want for dinner? We can go out, we can make something. This year, it was very different. And honestly, when my birthday came on the 2nd, I didn't think that any of my family members cared or wanted to acknowledge, because they knew that things would be awkward. So when my birthday came around, yes, I was working. Okay, and I know that a lot of my family members knew that, but I only physically talked to one of my siblings, and my parents. Like everyone else, my brother, my other sister, both my parents, it was all text message. And you know what? Actually, my father never even reached out to me on my birthday. And my father's been the one who's had the most difficulty in my transition. Actually, when I came out to him last summer, it was him and my mom both. When I came out to them, he was the one that stood up in the middle of it and said, you know what, I don't even want to hear this, I don't want anything to do with you, and walked out. He's also an alcoholic, so when I do have conversations with him recently, doesn't when I do have conversations with him, he's usually drunk. and a lot of the times it's not him that I'm talking to, because he will put on a face, and it's hard. My father was my father figure. He was my idol. He was my hero as a kid. And ever since I came out to him, not so much. Because he doesn't want anything to do with this drama that apparently I am putting on the family. He doesn't want anything to do with that. And around other people, he'll be fine. You know, today he knew that we were having a family dinner, so naturally he stocked up on a couple shots of vodka to prepare himself for me to come over and for him to act normal. Normal. But if, say, I were to call up my mom tomorrow and just be like, hey, I'm coming over, I'm bored, she would have to say, wait, let me talk to your father, prepare him. It never used to be that way. It's hard. Okay? And then there's a lot of people out there that are like, you know, gay people, they choose to be this way, they choose to feel this way for a certain person or a certain gender. And I'm sorry, but with my dad as my best friend, did I choose for him to hate me? To not want to have anything to do with me? To have to be drunk constantly? To want to have anything to do with me? Case in point is just when I was having this get together today for me, celebrating my 25th birthday, when I went over to my parents' house. You know, my sister was there with her husband and their 3 kids. And then my father, of course, and then he had his sister and her husband come over. And these are 70-year-old people, and I know her husband's got like Alzheimer's. He had a hard time remembering what my name was, let alone constantly asking me why my head was shaved, why I'm this way, why am I wearing men's clothing? And it's like, I could keep telling him, but he's not going to remember. Not to mention he's a veteran, so it's like, do I have that right to constantly, Uncle Glenn, this is what's going on, Uncle Glenn, you know, just, but I can't ignore it, but at the same time I kind of have to ignore it. You know, at work, I can constantly tell people, you know, like, blah, blah, and they'll be like, hey, I need another beer, or whatever, and, like, they'd say my birth name, and I'd be like, you mean he, and you mean Brenton. Like, I can do that at work, you know, like, all these guys are cool with that, like, they just need the constant reminding. My family, if I even so much as say he, or try and correct them, if my mom says, oh, here's the birthday girl, and I'd be like, birthday boy, like, all of a sudden I'm in like this hellhole of judgment and resentment, and it's just, I did that once, and I didn't even want to go there again, because it was just absolutely terrible, and it was, I guess what I'm trying to say is, my birthday this year was the hardest that I've had to go through, because I've been out for almost 2 months now to my family and coworkers. I mean, I know a lot of my friends have been knowing for almost a year and have been transitioning, but to my family, it's really only been 2 months, and that does seem like a very small amount of time. But in my heart, it's like I've been going through this for quite some time, and I'm trying to be patient. I am so very much trying to be patient with everyone. But when it came to my birthday and the celebration that we're supposed to be having for me today. It wasn't so much a celebration as it was it almost felt like a funeral. So no, I did not choose to be this way. I did not choose for my family to resent me or to ignore what it is that I'm going through. I did not choose for my father to become an alcoholic and have to be so far in before he can even speak to me. I did not choose this. I did not choose this because it was something easy or that I wanted attention. And I wish a lot of more people would understand that. So, I'm sorry that this is such a downer video, but this is real. And I'm trying to be real as much as I can with you guys, because I wish that there was some sort of guide or pamphlet that I could follow. But there's not. Transitioning is hard. I haven't even reached my 2.5 month yet on testosterone. I've only been out for 2 months. And already I'm just really emotional. I cried I don't know how many times today. After leaving my parents' place, it's really bad to say, but I could not wait to get out of there because of the dysphoria that was happening. I was very uncomfortable at my own freaking party. And I couldn't wait to get out and be with people that do accept me and do start referring to me the way that I prefer to be referred to as. I believe strongly that there are people that are put into your life for a reason. And the woman that I speak of almost in every single one of my videos, who has a transgender son, has become like a mother to me. And her husband, a father. And after I left my parents' place, and I'm sitting there and I'm talking to them both about how it was, and I just started crying. They were there to comfort me in ways that my parents never could, because my parents don't understand, but these other people do. So there are people out there to help you transition, to help you feel comfortable. You just gotta find those people. Don't give up. Do not give up, because this is hard, because this is more than what you bargained for, because, if you didn't, then maybe things would be easier. Do not give up. Be true to who you are, and you will thank yourself later. I've ranted on way too long. I'm hoping that this helped at least one person. I've got like 3 followers, so of the 3 of you, at least one of you, I'm hoping this did something. Anyway, have a good night, guys, and I'll see you probably on my 2-month, unless I decidedly get around to my dysphoria video. I swear it's coming. Alright, bye guys.